2018 and hello everyone! I'm Alexea June Enyog and I am your tutor for today. So now, what are we going to talk about? Something interesting. Now I know. We're going to talk about thermodynamics. So what is thermodynamics? Well, thermodynamics is a branch of classical physics that is concerned with heat and its relation with temperature, work, and energy. So, ang pinaka-importante lang natong madumduman aning thermodynamics, guys, is iya lang i-describe ang transfer of energy, which is na-discuss na nako atong last episode. Be sure that you check that last episode so that you will understand this process. So these two process of transferring energy is first work and second heat, which is these two or both of them are connected to each other. So, just like what I've said before, dagan kitag na discuss atong last episodes. And one of those are the zeroth law of thermodynamics and the first law of thermodynamics. So, today, we're going to tackle about the second law of thermodynamics. Pero, before tamo padayon anang second law of thermodynamics, ato sang i-recap kung unsa jud to ang zeroth law of thermodynamics and ang first law of thermodynamics. Bring it on! Zeroth law of thermodynamics is an observation that states if two objects are in thermal equilibrium with a third, then they are in thermal equilibrium with each other. For example, guys, if A is equals to C and B is equals to C, so dapat ang A equals to B. So, if all three glasses are at thermal equilibrium, then we can say that they're all at the same temperature. And this is where the significance of the zeroth law lies. The conservation of energy is one of the fundamental principles of our universe. So para masabtan natong tanan in a closed system, walay energy na mahimo or maguba, pero ang mabuhat lang niya is makatransform siya from one form to another. The first law of thermodynamics takes this idea and modifies it for thermodynamic systems. Well said, mate. So, nasabtanan nato ang zeroth law of thermodynamics and first law of thermodynamics. So, karon balik ta sa ato ang main topic, and that is the second law of thermodynamics. So, this law states that the entropy or disorder of a closed system is always increasing. So, in other words, entropy is a measure of disorder or chaos in the universe. So, para masabtan pa jud nato, kung mas dagan entropy na ma-generate, mas gamay energy ang mabilin to do useful work. Okay, so, perhaps the most significant conclusion for the second law of thermodynamics is the concept of the arrow of time, in which it tells us which direction time is traveling in. For example, if a process generates entropy, it will happen spontaneously and will be irreversible unless you input more energy.
When I pour food coloring on my water, I wouldn't be surprised to see the two liquids mixing and becoming more disordered over time. I would, however, be surprised if the food coloring and the water will separate again after I stir them.
So, the second law states that a spontaneous process generates entropy and involves heat moving from hotter body into a colder body that will eventually lead into a situation where all the atoms of the universe will be at a thermal equilibrium, and and there will be no drivers for spontaneous process, and the things will just stop. But the good news is that this isn't going to happen for a very long time, because it's been predicted that it will happen on the year 10 to the power of 26. So that's 10 with a 26 zeros behind it. So we can take comfort to the fact that we're going to continue and create things and draw local orders from the chaos for the better future.
Interesting. Okay, so that's our lesson for today, and I hope that you enjoy and understand our lesson. Thermodynamics, the second law of thermodynamics. Please do hit subscribe down below and hit like, because I really do need your help, guys. Please spread, and welcome 2018. Ciao.